Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Linux command line tutorial for beginners. In this video we will learn how we can use cd command in Linux. Cd command we can use to change the current working directory in Linux. So let's see how we can use it. So first of all, I'm going to press Ctrl Alt T to open my terminal, and then I'm going to just use the command. So first of all, let's see the syntax of cd. So you can just use cd as it is, and it can be used with the directory name also. So you can just write dir here, right? So first of all, whenever you give the cd command as it is, it's going to land you in the current home directory, right? So you see, it's the home. Whatever you open, whenever you open the terminal for the first time, it'll land you there, right? And then for example, you want to go to somewhere. For example, we want to change directory to the root directory. As we have seen in the first video, root directory is this /, and then press enter, and now we are in the root directory, and you are in your root directory by this / here. And by default you have this tilde, which is a home. You're right. So first of all, let's see in which directory we are. So we are in a root directory, so we will just give pwd and see if we are in that directory or not. So you can see we are in root directory, right? Now once again, if you give cd and then this tilde symbol, then this means your home directory. Home directory is nothing but your home / username, right? So once again I give this command, and then once again I give the pwd command, and you can see we are in now our home directory, right? So this tilde can be used also with cd command, right? Now there is a command something like cd dot dot, and it means we want to go to the parent directory of the current working directory. So for example, our current working directory is home / programming knowledge, which is my username. So when I give a cd dot dot, then we will go one folder above, or parent of the current folder. So I will just press enter, and now you can see we are in the home folder. So I will just once again give pwd, and now we are in the home folder. So we go one folder above, right? In a same way, for example, I will once again go to my home directory by cd tilde, and then for example I want to ls. First let's see ls and what are the directories and documents in this folders. So in my home directory we have desktop or document folder or other folders, right? So to go inside those folder, or to change the directory, for example to the document folder, you can just write cd and then document. Okay, so just write cd document, something like this, and you will go to the documents folder. Once again I will go to my home folder by just giving the cd command, and then you can also go to the documents folder by just giving its absolute path. So you can just give cd home, then my username, which is programming knowledge, and then the documents folder. Okay, so you can either give the absolute path, which is home username documents, for example, or you can give the relative path, something like cd document. This is the relative path, right? So we are already in the document, so we will go home, and then we can say cd documents, and we will go to the documents folder, right? So you can give absolute path or the relative path. Relative path is nothing but, so for example I do ls, and whatever directory you see inside your present working directory, you can just directly give the name of that directory. So for example, cd, and then I can just give download at this time and press enter, and we are in the downloads, right? Now the next command is going to the directory inside the directory. So for example, let's go to our home and let's clear the screen for now, and let's see what we have in our document folder. So I will just go to the documents folder, and I will just do ls, and in here I have the two files. But for example, I will create one more folder here inside a documents folder. So I will just go inside the documents folder, and I will create a new folder. For example, I will say it's a books folder. Okay, and I want to go inside this folder. So how I can do this? I can just do cd, which will change the directory to the home directory, and I can just give the command cd documents and then books, something like this. So you can go in the books by giving this command and press enter, and we are inside this books folder. And then right now it has no files, but for example, I want to create a document. I will say just test.txt files, right? So .txt file, and I will just do ls, and you see we have the txt file, test.txt file. Now next command is, for example, I want to navigate inside this books folder, and I will create one more folder. There is a command to create a directory, by the way, but this command we are going to see in the later videos. That's why I'm not showing you this command right now, and I'm going to use this graphical view to create my folder. So for example, I will say this is my books folder. Okay, and if you observe, I have left a space between my and books, right? And I left this space intentionally, so when I do ls here, it will show me there is a folder called my books. But if you create a folder or directory with my book with a space, then how you can navigate to this directory? For example, I will do my cd, and then I will just write my books and press enter, and it will give me the error because cd is just looking for the first argument after this cd command, and if it's a space, there are two arguments after this cd command. So how you can go inside the folder which has space between it? There are three options you can use to navigate such kind of folder. First option is you can just write cd and then do my, and then you give this backslash, and then you give books, for example, something like this. And when you press enter, you will go inside this my books folder. Okay, I will go once again one folder above. And the second option is, instead of using this backslash, you can just write double quote, and then you can just write my books. Okay, and press enter, and also you are in your my books folder, right? Once again, I will go back one folder ahead. And the third option, how you can go inside this folder of directory which has the space between it, you can just give single quote around your directory name. So press enter, and also you are in the same directory. Okay, so what are the command we have used today, or we have learned today? So I will just clear the terminal, and I will once again tell you what are the commands we have learned. So cd command, if you give, then you will go to your home directory. Okay, so I will give cd, and I'm in my home directory. Now, in order to navigate to a particular directory, I need to give its absolute path or relative path. So for example, I want to go to root. I will just say cd/root, and I'm in the root folder. Once again, I will go to my home folder, and for example, I want to go to cd user bin. Okay, so I will give its absolute path, and I'm in the cd user bin, and I can just list out all the content of this folder by ls, which we have seen in the last video. I will clear the terminal once again. The next command is the relative path. So for example, I will once again go to my home directory, and I will just say cd, and I want to navigate to documents, so I can just give cd documents. Or if I want to go one folder inside this document, I want to navigate to the books folder, I can just give this type of command, and press enter, and we are in the books folder. Now we have created a folder with a space between its name. Then you can use cd, and then either you can use backward slash between the space, or you can enclose this name between double quotes or single quotes, and you will be inside that directory and you can work with it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.